Good morning. Thank you for joining the Board of County Commissioners hearing and examine meeting this morning. It's November 2nd. Could you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Staff, you call the first case.
Good morning, Commissioners. For the record, Anthony Rodriguez, Manager of the Zoning Section of Community Development. Just wanted to notify you all that we received a request for continuance for the final case on this morning's agenda, which is DCI 2016-00026 Eden Oak. That case will be re-advertised and reheard on a future board agenda. So we just have the two comp plan adoption hearings this morning.
It is for transparency, no date set for that.
That is correct.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
Would the applicant wish to address the board before we take action on that? No? Okay, we'll come back to the board for a motion to accept the continuance.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, Commissioner Rainey, second, Commissioner Hammond. Any discussion? Any public comment on this item? Being none, we'll come back to the board. Any objection? No objection, motion carries. Thank you. Next case.
Good morning, Commissioners. The next two cases should go fairly quickly. These are both CPA cases that are coming back to you in front of you today for adoption, so you have seen these before for transmittal. The first case is a Pine Island Preserve at Matlacha Pass. This is a proposed text amendment to clarify that certain requirements within the coastal rural future land use category apply to commercial uses and not all non-residential uses. The text of the proposed amendments is there in front of you today. You can see it's fairly simple, just crossing out non-residential and adding commercial in. The request will align with the intent of the policy as it was originally adopted in CPA 2817. The request will not change the number of residential dwelling units that could be permitted on a piece of property, and it will not change the type of review that a commercial use will go through. It is consistent with Goal 24 for Greater Pine Island Community Plan Area. It is consistent with the policy 24.4.4 and how it was originally intended. And as required, the applicant did have public information meetings to discuss the proposed change within the Greater Pine Island Community Plan Area. The Board of County Commissioners transmitted these amendments to state reviewing agencies on August 3rd. We received responses from several state reviewing agencies. However, there were no objections. Staff recommends the board adopt the proposed amendments as provided in attachment 1.
Great, thank you. Any questions for staff? Okay, any public comment on this item? We'll close public comment, come back to the board for action.
Move for the adoption.
Second it.
Motion by the District Commissioner, Commissioner Wayne, second, Commissioner Hammond. Any other discussion? Any objection? No objection, motion carries. Next case.
All right.
Bayshore Ranch.
Second case is Bayshore Ranch, CPA 2021-05. This is a privately initiated text amendment. If you recall, when this was transmitted, this is kind of an expansion of the recently adopted language under the Owl Creek proposed comp plan amendments. Owl Creek, if you remember, limited these incentives for rare and unique uplands to the North Olga Community Plan Area. The amendments proposed today would expand that to the rural future land use category for any rural, rare and unique plant species within the rural future land use category. In addition to that expansion, it does limit property, so it has to be at least 10 acres or more. It has to have the ability to connect to potable water and sanitary sewer, and it has to have soils that are suitable for the rare and unique preservation. Again, this was found to be consistent with the LEAP plan. I'm not going to go through this again, but we did go through this in the transmittal hearing. And the BOCC transmitted this on August 3rd to the state reviewing agencies. It was reviewed by several agencies, and Lee County received no objections to the proposed amendments, and staff recommends the adoption of the proposed amendments as provided in attachment 1.
Thank you. Any questions for staff on this amendment? Any public comment on Bayshore Ranch? Come back to board for an action.
I move for adoption.
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Greenwell, a second by Commissioner Hammond. Any other discussion? Any objection? No objection, motion carries. Thank you. We are adjourned.
Thank you.